So let's try to address this idea, how actually there's not such a thing called bad emotion, although we need to know what to do with our emotions. And then comes the word bad or good, the possibilities of these two. So again, we have to find a middle point to just, how to say, address our material needs without any spiritual cultivation. That's not healthy. And just to be absorbed in material needs, everyone is doing that. That's not so difficult. That's what we call a materialistic life. Just addressing your material needs without considering the spiritual dimension. But cultivating spirituality without addressing your material needs, that can be equally unhealthy. That's another extreme or another side of the same coin. That can be a form of sahajism also, of trying to, of how to say, premature transcendence, when you just want to jump, make the quantum leap into the lila or whatever, without first integrating and dealing with certain ingredients that are to be integrated and operate somehow properly integrated in the realm of lila. So we have to be careful of not going to one extreme or the other of dysfunctionality, if you will. So emotions could be considered material needs, if you want to put it like that. No problem. I have no problem with that. Material doesn't mean bad. That's an important point. Sometimes we wrongly equate the notion of material with mundane. And mundane has kind of a more negative connotation. That's mundane. Material is mundane is bad. So material is bad. But material is not necessarily mundane. But we could say material is, you choose to describe material as mundane and bad, or we could choose to describe material as something that with the potential of becoming something extremely gross, or something with the potential of becoming extremely spiritualized. That's material. What's matter? Something with the potential of becoming extremely spiritualized. Okay, that sounds a little bit more user-friendly than just something is mundane and bad. So get rid of that as soon as possible. That's not the implication. So again, because if we think like that, emotions can be termed as such material, then we will conclude get rid of all emotional expression as soon as possible. But that's not the idea, of course. And of course, as you may imagine, when we are talking about dealing with our emotions as sadhakas, we may not be able to fully integrate 16,108% every single aspect of our present personality. It doesn't mean that Krishna will reject us because of that, but also it doesn't mean that we should go to the other extreme, which is to totally dismiss the emotional dimension, if you will, but actually do the needful, at least as long as we perceive the necessity, as long as we realize that we need to do something with that dimension of inner existence. Again, not to absolutely overtly emphasize like preliminary psychic perfection as an obligatory prerequisite to devotional accomplishment. No? You can only reach perfection in bhakti if you just first became perfected in your psychic realm. We are not saying that. But we are not saying the other extreme either. Like put them under the ground, bury them, and be transcendental. That's not transcendence as we will speak today.